All right, guys, so it's breakfast time here, and I have breakfast burrito and a glass of diet iced tea from Publix. So I'm gonna go ahead and chow down on this. It is currently Friday, and got the weekend coming up. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm gonna get some stuff done. Got some quotes for the backyard coming in, and hoping to get that done in a week or two. And just a lot of stuff going around the house.
So I got to do some yard work here. As you can see, these branches are way overgrown. So I got my chainsaw here. Hopefully this thing works well. Let's cut some of the stuff down, shall we? All right, so that's the first bag done there. Got a few more branches cut out. Unfortunately, I really can't cut that far up this tree with my pole saw. So, I don't know. We have to figure that out at some point. As you can see here, I got my Robolini. I want to cut some of this. Wow, so got a little bit of daylight here. So, get in here real quick. All right, so I think that's it for tonight because it's getting dark out, running out of light here. But it's a little bit better than it was. Still got quite a bit more work to do on the Robolini here. And then the backyard needs a ton of work. But I do have somebody come out tomorrow to take a look at the backyard, so that'll be good. But that's it for right now, so.
All right, guys, so what I'm doing today is I have a bunch of, like weeds and leaves and a whole bunch of junk in my flower beds. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and get this out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with leaf blower, I think, kind of leaf blow most of this out to this area and then shovel it up. And then I'll come in with the rake after and get rid of any excess bark and stuff that happens to be left behind. And then after that, basically just prepping this. Next week I'll be putting down some mulch. So just kind of prepping this for that. So yeah, it's going to get started.
Hey guys, so it's Sunday and not quite sure how I did on weight loss this week because I honestly didn't eat that well and I didn't exercise nearly enough. I've been working around the house a lot, but not necessarily exercising. Like haven't been doing the gym stuff, anything like that. So I do have to see how I weighed this week. If you remember last week, I lost about 4 pounds and I think I ended up weighing was a 497.2. So let's go ahead and weigh in here and see how we look for the week.
495.4 pounds.
Again, I didn't really expect to lose a lot this week because I wasn't really exercising and I didn't eat great. So to kind of catch you up on what I've done this past week, I did a little bit of yard work in the front yard. Also, I ended up starting up a project that I used to do with my friend Adam back in the day, which I haven't done in a very long time, which is Workshop Wednesdays. It's another YouTube channel that him and I worked on for a while. So I kind of wanted to pick that back up, and the opportunity came because Adam actually just recently got a pop-up camper trailer that was kind of given to him in essence, but it's in really, really bad shape. So he's working on that as a project, and he kind of wanted to film, but he didn't really have the time to edit and do all that stuff. So I was like, hey, like we got this opportunity. Why don't you go ahead and just work on it on the weekends? What we'll do is one day a weekend, we'll dedicate like 3 to 4 hours, and I'll just come over. You can work on it, and I'll film you, and then we can go ahead and edit, and I'll edit the video. You don't have to mess with it. We talked about it for a little bit. We decided to go ahead and use Workshop Wednesdays to kind of revitalize that. Since it's not necessarily based around a woodworking or anything in particular, it's just kind of like a workshop. And there's gonna be a lot of different things we do in this series. It's gonna be replacing the wood flooring in certain spots. It's gonna end up being doing some electrical wiring. It's gonna be probably rebuilding some seats, that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be a whole bunch of different things we're gonna be doing. Also, last night went out with Adam after we filmed to Citrus City Craft, which I didn't bring my camera to film. I wish I did. But went out there with Charlie, and we ended up grabbing some beers. And I did have pizza out there, which was not great, and mozzarella sticks. But, like it wasn't a huge pizza, and I split it with Adam, so it wasn't terrible. Overall, not a great week as far as food goes, but I am glad that I lost weight still. So again, as long as I can continue losing weight, I'm pretty much okay with it. Just going to keep trucking along at it and see how I do. It's going to be a short video today, so plans for this next week, though. I do have a quote given to me from a gardener for the backyard, so I'm moving forward with that. He's going to come out next week on either Thursday or Friday, and he's basically going to rip out all of the shrubs back there and basically prep the ground to make it bare dirt, so get rid of all the weeds, everything like that. And once all that's done, then I'm going to be going through next weekend and basically putting down the sprinkler pipes. So that's pretty much my week plan for next week. Is just focusing on the backyard and getting that done. I'm going to take you guys along for that journey. So you guys will see that. Hopefully I can do a little bit better on my food this week and hopefully lose a little bit more weight this next week. I'd really like to lose 4 pounds this next week if I can. That's kind of my goal. So let's see how it goes. I'll talk to you guys later, though. You guys have a good one.